How did you actually tell your parents?
I think I kind of was beating around the bush saying, you know, that I've changed recently and I don't know if you've noticed that I've done this and that, and I think they were kind of like, oh, just spit it out.
Do you think they thought you were going to say you were gay or something?
Exactly. God, you're not Muslim. We thought you were going to say you were Muslim then. Actually, I am.
What is it that makes a woman, with all the freedom and opportunities of modern Britain, choose to become a Muslim? It's a few weeks before September the 11th, and like most people, I know very little about Islam. I'm finding that women are reluctant to talk openly about their conversion, but then a friend puts me in touch with Caroline.
Hello, you all right? Come in.
She's nervous, but eventually agrees to be filmed in the privacy of her home.
Were you searching for some kind of meaning?
I think, yeah, but then I think if any human being doesn't ever question why they're here, then I think there's something wrong in that. And even though one part of me was saying it might upset people if I did this, I mean, I got to the stage in the January 3 years ago where I thought I have to follow this. This is the right way.
Can we see what you look like with your headscarf on?
If you like.
Can we?
Yeah.
So can you, like, use anything, or are there specific hijab things?
Someone that I know said that you can tell where someone comes from according to what their scarf's like, but... So I don't know where people think I come from. Look in the mirror, because I get it wonky. Like that. Make sure, like, that's covered there. I feel in a way like I'm leading a double life, because people don't know I'm Muslim. That sounds terribly exciting. It's not that exciting, but it does feel a bit deceptive because I believe what I'm following is the truth, so I want to be honest about it. But then that's my weakness.
You look like a Muslim now.
I am.
I'm surprised how a simple headscarf can so radically transform somebody. And I suppose it's just this sort of reaction that's making it so difficult for Caroline and the others to be more public about their conversion. I leave Caroline and go in search of other converts. But then, everything changes.
Wendy Middleton with a news flash on Hallam FM. 2 planes have crashed into the World Trade Center towers in New York. At least one of the planes had been hijacked. It's thought hundreds of people may have been killed in the explosions which took place.
News all over the world is now dominated by terrorism and Islam. And with a lot of people thinking they're the same thing, white Muslims in the UK are not rushing to be in the film. I head off to Sheffield, apparently the convert capital of Britain, where I meet a coach driver called Amina.
OK, I'll go and get me a checklist and we'll go and find our bus and I'll check it over.
Amina converted as a teenager and later married a Sheffield Yemeni. Now she acts as a kind of big sister to other white girls interested in Islam.
Do you know quite a lot of women who are converting?
Since I became Muslim like 10 years ago, there's been so many, maybe 50 or so that I know of personally.
In the meantime, Amina's come up trumps. She arranges to meet up with Amy, a student from Wales who doesn't have a Muslim boyfriend.
Pleased to meet you. It's Amy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm Amina. So how long have you been Muslim? 4 weeks. Oh, right, new. Oh, that is
I know. Yeah, so it's all a bit sort of scary.
Everything's really new.
Yeah, it's like...
What do your family think about it?
They don't know yet. That's the next scary bit.
What are they like? What kind of background do you come from?
Where I live at home, no Muslims at all. Nothing, just white people.
Yeah.
You know, the media gives them, you know, viewpoint there. So
that's the problem, isn't it?
It's horrible. I hate it.
So how do you think they're going to react?
I think they'll be all right. My mum's going to be better than my dad, I think.
Yeah.
But my dad, I think he's going to be more concerned, like I'm being forced into it or something.
Yeah, mine was similar. They sort of like, oh, well, you're being oppressed. Yeah. Why would you give up your Western free lifestyle for this?
And it's going to be really hard because I don't know whether to wear my scarf or not. I'm like, oh, I don't know. So, yeah.
When I told my parents, I just did it in a very subtle way. I think if you're gentle with them and you sort of put the primer on first, as it were, do you know what I mean? Like primer before you put the top coat on. you know.
Every Muslim, basically, that I know is born into a Muslim family, whatever. And, you know, it's really nice meeting Rubers.
We're a species of our own, aren't we, love?
It's fantastic. We get the best of both worlds.
So what about marriage? Is there any marriage on the horizon?
Not at the moment.
Nobody in mind? Huh?
I have had some offers.
Oh, you've had some offers?
Yeah, but...
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Not yet. Please.
You do it when you're ready, love.
Yeah.
How old are you? You're on a young one.
I'm 19.
Oh, well then.
I've got plenty of time.
Plenty of time, lovey.
I'm really excited about this weekend as well, because it's like my first time fasting, and I'm like, yay!
Oh, yeah, it's your first Ramadan, isn't it? What time is it? It must be nearly time for Maghrib.
Yeah.
Oh, we better go and pray then, haven't we? Should we just pray here?
Yeah, or do you want to go down that little bit down there?
See which direction we are. You know, to stand close together and everything. Yeah. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin.
Wendy Middleton, the top stories this hour. Within the last few minutes, it's been confirmed the US has launched airstrikes on Afghanistan. The eastern town of Jalalabad has also been the target of US raids. The Taliban have responded with anti-aircraft fire.
Allah.
Top stories this hour. The US now dominates Afghan airspace after almost a week of fighting. In other news, the Home Secretary David Blunkett says he utterly condemns attacks on Muslims in Britain.
It's only 4 weeks since Amy became a Muslim. And as the bombing continues, I can't help thinking she couldn't have picked a worse time to convert. I want to know how she got into Islam.
I never really believed in God. I had a few friends who were Muslims, and I asked them for books so I could respect what they believed. And the more I learned, the more it was like common sense to me. So I just decided to convert to Islam, and I'm happy.
What was hard?
Walking into university with my hijab on the first day, that was hard because everybody was like, what's she done? What's she done? But yeah, because some of my friends did know about my interest in Islam, but not all of them. And that was quite interesting.
And how did you cope with it?
I just carried on as normal. I haven't changed. I'm still Amy.
What about your parents?
I haven't told them yet, but I'm going to tell them soon, inshallah. I think they'll be okay. It might be a bit of a shock to see me wearing a scarf to start off with, but after that I think they'll be alright.
Have you seen any of your family since you've become a Muslim?
I saw my brother the week after, and he came to visit me, and I took my scarf off then. I've got to admit, yeah, okay, might have not been good, but I took my scarf off when he came to see me. It was only for a few hours, but I felt I wasn't ready to tell him. As long as what's in my heart is right, then that's what matters, really. I think as soon as they see that I've not changed, they'll be alright. I hope. Please, Mum.
As a new Muslim, Amy's had to change her whole lifestyle, and that includes her wardrobe.
So where are we going, Amy?
We're going to Tyrak to look for some scarves. Usually I can find some I really like. Oh, we're going down here, aren't we?
Most people wear the sort of black ones, don't they?
I find them too boring.
So are there sort of rules about what you can and can't wear?
See-through ones are not a good idea because they're like obviously showing your hair. I can't wear that because you can see straight through it. But it's really pretty, which is a shame. But and you're not allowed pictures either, like of animals, like dogs. No, no, no.
Do people comment on them?
Sometimes some comments I've had, it's like, oh, it's too bright, it makes it really pale, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's only people who can't like actually handle the fact that I am Muslim and I'm white as well.
Do you think that's harder for people to accept?
Well, being white and Muslim, I think so. Right. There we go. Have you got a mirror?
Yes, there's just one on the door.
Oh, is that your trick?
This is the trick. So that looks quite nice, don't you think?
Yeah, I do.
I like this colour, it's nice.
And how did you decide what style to wear?
I just copied my friends. Because I find, like, you know, some people, they put a pin there and then they take that bit up there like that. I can't do that, it's too complicated.
So what do you do?
I just put a pin, like a safety pin.
Did you worry about looking nice?
No, I don't care how I look. No.